We've all heard about the pains that Phil Collins has been dealing with. Back pains is something that a lot of drummers have. In the early days, no one ever taught them about posture, for instance. If you ever saw Vinnie Colaiuta's videos when he played with Zappa, his setup was so strange. I looked at those pictures and I said, that's a chiropractor's nightmare. But Vinny's still doing incredibly well. We asked Carmine Appice, who's, of course, showed us crazy ass attacking the drumming in Vanilla Fudge, his stint with Rod Stewart. He's played with so many people. You'll see it in the B-roll. We talk about aches and pains, an occupational hazard for not only drummers but musicians in general, on Rock History Music. Carmine Appice was born December 15th, 1946 in Brooklyn, New York. He's an iconic American rock drummer renowned for his powerful and innovative playing style. Beginning his career in the mid-60s, Appice first gained prominence as a member of the psychedelic rock group Vanilla Fudge, where he helped pioneer a heavier, more dynamic approach to rock drumming, and of course influencing countless musicians in different genres. Appice's career continued to ascend as he co-founded the hard rock group Cactus, and later joined the legendary Jeff Beck group, further solidifying his reputation as a versatile and formidable drummer. His distinctive style is characterized by a complex rhythm, intricate fills, and a commanding stage presence. In the mid-70s, Appice joined Rod Stewart's band, contributing to several hit albums and co-writing chart-topping songs like Do You Think I'm Sexy and Young Turks. His work with Stewart showcased his ability to seamlessly blend rock, pop, and funk influences. Throughout his career, Appice has played with artists like Ozzy Osbourne, Ted Nugent, and Blue Murder. He's also authored several very popular books and videos on drumming. His enduring legacy of rock music is marked by his technical prowess, innovation, and lasting impact on the drumming community. Carmine Appice's latest project is with his iconic band Cactus. It's called Temple of Blues, Influences and Friends. Featuring, along with the current Cactus band, we have guitarists Joe Bonamassa, Ted Nugent, Pat Travers, Warren Hayes, Vernon Reid, Steve Stevens, Johnny A. of the Yardbirds, bassist Billy Sheen of Mr. Big, Doug Pinnick of King's X, Tony Franklin of The Firm and Blue Murder, Rudy Sarzo of Quiet Riot and Ozzy Osbourne, as well as members from Government Mule, Vixen, Rainbow, Zebra, and Whitesnake. How have you protected your back through the years as a drummer?
My right leg, my hip is, I'm walking around New York City. That's why I don't like New York City. You got to walk everywhere.
Yeah.
It aches. I've had cortisone shots in my side. I got two rotator cuff surgeries. It's definitely a lot going on for doing
occupational hazard.
Definitely, but I go to a chiropractor. I stretch. I try and exercise. Every other day I'm on the treadmill. Actually, when I'm on the treadmill, it feels better that day. The next day, it hurts.
So let's just say you're in an office and you're in a waiting room and someone's beside you, and I'm not saying they recognize you or don't, but they're going to say, hey, strike up conversation. And then he says, what do you do? If you open that can of worms.
I'll say, I'm a rock drummer. Oh, yeah. Who'd you play with? I played with Vanilla Fudge. I never heard of those guys. Okay. I played with Rod Stewart. Oh. When did you play with Rod Stewart? Like that. I usually go from the beginning to the middle. Funny with this new look I have. I stopped dyeing my hair, and my wife said, "Why don't you comb it back?" And now I look like a mafia guy, especially if I put the sunglasses on. I'm Joe Mafia. And I'm at the store in Florida. Young girl's packing up. She goes, "Are you a movie star?"
One way or another is the biggest one, but that kick-ass, get out of my freaking way, I'm too busy getting a speeding ticket, Parchment Farm. Joe Bonamassa. Tell me about that tune.
Well, that was on our first album, and that's always been a favorite. That one and Evil, and One Way or Another, were the three favorites of the beginning Cactus album, and they were all on different albums. First album was Parchment Farm, second album Evil, third album One Way or Another, second album, third album was Evil. So one over each album. And when I did the Joe Bonamassa's podcast, he told me that track blew me away, Parchment Farm. So it's like a freight train. I said, yeah, it is like a freight train. So, so I said, we're doing this album. I explained it to him. I'd love for you to play on it. He said, okay. So we got him on that track. Same thing with Nugent. Nugent was a big Cactus, McCarty, and Tim Bogert, Carmine Appice fan. And when I asked him to play on it, he said, no problem. He played on my Guitar Zeus record, 1 and 2 back in the day, back in the 90s. And, so he was okay. And I knew King's X guys would play on it. They love Cactus. And they claim Cactus as one of their influences. And so I asked Doug if he would play bass and sing on One Way or Another with me and Ted. And he said, definitely. And then Dee Snider, I knew had done Evil before, right, with his band Widowmaker. And one of my drum students was in his band, Joe Franco. So I said, you want to sing on this? He said immediately, I'm in, And McCarty didn't know him really well. So he thought, wow, that Twisted Sister singer, come on. I said, I'm telling you, it's going to be great. So when I played it for him, he goes, who's that singing? I said, that Twisted Sister singer. He said, wow, he sounds like Rusty. I said, yeah, I told you, And so that came out great. And then right now we're working to try and get the video out with Parchment Farm. I don't know if we can get Bonamassa in it because he's so busy, but we got his playing in it.
If you want to contribute to the channel, there's a PayPal link at the very top of the description. Also a link there for the brand new Cactus album that Carmine has just released with an all-star cast. You can join our Patreon. You'll get early access to all our videos. And go to our swag store. You can pick up a t-shirt at T-Top, a coat, hat, and a lot more with our logo on it. Subscribe to our channel, share our videos, comment on them, and like them as well. I'm John Bowden. This is Rock History Music. Take care of yourself.